Dear friends, welcome back to Automate with Rakesh. In this video, we are going to learn a very special technique. Look at my screen. In this, I have got a tabular data for exceptions. On which queue name, what exception appeared, it was run by which robot, what kind of exception, and at the end you see a more of a bar graph, right? So how can this be built is a special learning that we will have in this video. So why delay? Let's get started. So I am on my insights, my dashboards. I have created a dashboard which I'm going to open now. On this, I have been teaching the entire series on my dashboard. Hope you have gone through those videos and you are aware how to create one. Now let's focus on the agenda. So to create that, first of all, you need to edit your existing dashboard. And then you have the option here, add, and then you have visualization. So click on this. Now here the two important things as you need to be aware. On which element are you going to work? We are going to work on the Q element. So Q should be a scope. Here you find Q, the other one you find as Q org. This is for your entire organization when you have multiple tenants. If you have a single tenant, just go with this based on your need. I'm going to click on Qs because I have a single tenant anyways. I've selected this. First, let's give it a title. What is this about? So this is about exceptions. Okay. Now, when you are talking about exceptions, first of all, you need to add, there are three layers, right? So there are three layers. One is the data layer, visualization layer, and filter layer. Now in the data layer, I need to add all the columns. So what are the columns I need? So what do you do? First of all, you minimize everything on the left side. So you can see I've got the Q element. Now in the Q element, what I will do, I will select the necessary fields. So scroll down and here you would find something called Q name. Simply do a single click. The moment you do this, if you run it, you can see automatically it is going to fetch all the Q names that are present in my tenant. So all the Q names I have got. Very good. After that, what I need is probably the robot name. So I'll click on the robot name once again and I'm going to run it. You'll see the robot names will now be populated. Pretty simple. All right. After that, what I need is maybe the exception type I need. What kind of exception? Is it a business exception? Is it application exception? I'm going to run it. So all I'm doing simply clicking on the columns and I'm getting the values. Pretty simple. And after that, I need maybe the exception reason. I'll click on the exception reason, run it. You don't have to run it again because I'm giving a demo. I am running again and again so that you get a clear picture how the data is slowly getting formed. So you can see exception reasons have come. But if here you see there are certain none values, we will target them how to remove those none values. No worries at the moment. Now the next thing what I need is the count of your Q item count. Now for invalid email address provided, how many such thing happened? 2 times, 1 time, 4 times, 10 times. So that I will get from Q item count. Simply click on it. Okay. So by doing this, what happened? You got all your data elements. So if I run it, it should give me the counts. Okay. It got some counts. So I got all the data elements. Now this is not done yet because this data doesn't look very clean and neat. What I will do, I'll go to first filters. In the filter, I'll click on filter and here my main job is to look at the exceptions. So go to Q and here you have something called exception type. I'll select this and I am going to select the exception types, which is your application exception. The other one is your business exception. Now by applying the filter, you would see some of the values which has got this none sign. None means this was successful. Okay. There is no exception. There is no exception. So all this would go. For example, if I run this, now you can see your data looks more neat and clean. Now you must be wondering, okay, so I got this. Now what I want, I would like to probably keep it in a serial order, 4, 3, high to low. Okay, everything is done. Now your filter you have applied. Okay, I'll minimize the filters. You have got your data. Now what you are interested in the visualization. So simply click on the visualization. Now in the visualization, you can see it is not really giving me the actual way I want. So for this, you will be clicking on table. So I'll click on table, and automatically the last column, right, which had the numbers, will automatically turn into a graph in the table. In the table visualization, it is automatically converting into itself to a graph. So you don't have a special setting as such, because these are all text values and these are numbers. It will automatically categorizing them. Okay, so this is how this entire data is formed. Now you got everything as required. I'm going to simply save this. So the table is created, and now you have the option to, either keep it here, or in case you like to bring it down and make it a bigger one, all these things you can do the adjustments. Okay, so now you can see we have created a table of exceptions where I could see. So here I have told you, how do you create a filter. So here I have created a date filter. How do you create? So add filter, and maybe I'll use the Q. There is something called end processing date. Okay, so this is how you can also create your own filter. So here I have already added the filters. You can see date. So just to show you how this is created, simply I'll edit this. So here what I have done, I have selected the filter by end processing date. I have selected. After that, these options have come. So let me click on filter, add filter, end processing Q, end processing date, and then the title you can give as whatever you like, date, and I have already created, so it's not allowing me to create a similar one. So here you can see your time frames and all of these options you can select. Okay, pretty simple one. So anyways, I've applied the filter. So based on this, it is going to create the data for the entire dashboard if you apply a filters on the top. So thank you for watching. I hope you got an understanding how you can create such a table with a bar graph at the end. So this is another special learning that we have got in this video. So please do not forget to comment that you have completed this video, and do give it a like to this video. So let's meet once again in our next content. Till then, take care.